and more. How should you respond? Go to redpills.tv/patriot. That's redpills.tv/patriot. And secure your long-term emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply. My Patriot Supply is by far the largest preparedness company in America. They're in stock and shipping quickly in unmarked boxes to your door. Their emergency food supplies last up to 25 years in storage. When you need it, it'll be there. Lunches, dinners, drinks, and snacks totaling over 2,000 calories a day. Get free shipping on any order over $99. Again, go to redpills.tv/patriot.
From the spaceship in the sky to the simulation in the mind. Let's all embark on another journey of Conversations on the Fringe.
And we are live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Conversations on the Fringe, Red Pill Project's Conversations on the Fringe. Today, I am your host, Vince Tagliavia, and I'm here with Jimbob Ovalshorts. It's October. We're getting goofy. We're getting dressed up. We're doing fun things. Jimbob has countless costumes. So today, Jimbob, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Obviously, you guys know him from Unconstitutional Awakening. Link in the description. Go visit him. Check out all of his podcasts. That is the best place to find him. Unconstitutionalawakening.com. Check it out. Tonight, we're going to be talking about health. Health fads. Are they good? Are they bad? Just things about diet and that lane of things. So I'm excited to get into it. Jimbob, thanks for joining me. Tell us about your costume. Tell us about how you're doing.
All right.
What do you got going on lately?
Well, because it's spooky month over there on our channel. I've made it a point. I've made it a point since I'm a cosplayer to bust out a bunch of costumes for the month of October. I've got a costume on every episode of my show, and figured I'd roll it over into shows with you guys.
How many shows are you doing with costumes?
I mean, I've been every other night this month. I've been taking a break from being every night. So.
That's so many costumes.
And I'm still making more as I go. And tonight I figured I'd bust out Pirate Thor. So got my Stormbreaker Thor with me, and got my Thor going on and my Thor patch. So I figured we'd have a little fun with it.
Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, why not, man? If we can't make people laugh, what's the point?
I know, right? And that's what I love to do every day, especially Fridays as we get into our weekends and try to enjoy life a little bit, because holy crap, is that a challenge sometimes.
It's been a week too, man. When you're looking at like all the stuff that you deal with during the week, during your morning coffee there.
Yeah.
And there's the world can be kind of a crazy place, so why not have a little bit of fun?
Oh yeah, and we've been doing it right, man. We laughed our asses off this morning with our Friday Funnies Coffee Edition. Nice. And now we're here. I had a fantastic day. I got broke away and got an hour on the beach and been busy the rest of the day, but it's been a fantastic day. And hope y'all are doing well out there. Hope you're doing good too, Jimbob. I know you've been working a lot with your podcast and everything, and you've had some.
It's like it never stops, bro.
You've had some interesting guests on in the recent episodes.
Man, with us doing the Spooky Month stuff, this entire week I have talked to mediums, and we've had some awesome ghost stories and some
Ooh, I
stories
love
about talking to angels and aliens and
Ah,
ghosts and everything in between. So it's been a fun week over there.
I love it, dude. I love ghost stories and all that supernatural stuff. I'm gonna have
Me
to
too,
get
man, and it's good to change it up a bit, have some of that stuff every now and then. I think.
absolutely. So you guys check out his podcast on unconstitutionalawakening.com. You can follow him also on Rumble and everywhere else you get your podcasts.
Out there doing it.
Yeah, follow him on TikTok and all those places too, and Facebook and all of them.
Oh yeah, if you put at Jimbob Ovalshorts in, you'll find Captain Conspiracy and the Freedom Pirates on Facebook, and that place is always good and fun. The glorious memes you see on the red pill social red pill that I share usually originate from there. So
Cool. Yeah, I was on Facebook today. I saw a couple of your posts come across, and I was just
I'm
I was
back because I've
laughing.
been banned. Let's see how long I last now.
Hopefully a while, but they seem to be cracking down right now across the board. But
We're getting too much traction, bro. That's what it is. There's too much of us talking about the truth, and they're scared.
I know that's the truth right there. So, man, are we good here? Are we on YouTube?
Okay, I'm sorry if we're not.
We are. We should be. Yeah, we're good. That was weird. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. We're going to get into this. There's some weird stuff when it comes to health. And I'm always trying to stay healthy. I'm not the healthiest person in the world, but I just try to stay conscious about it. And there's some weird stuff out there. There's weird people out there. There's trends. There's fads. There's bullshit. There's good information. I want to preface this with saying, though, no, it's not Dan Crenshaw. It's Pirate Thor.
Ouch! Ouch! You're gonna make me cry.
How dare you? And if any of you dare to make a meme of Jimbob, better
Go
think
ahead.
again.
I love them. Yeah. I love memes made about
That's
me.
what I
Bro.
saw. That's what I saw. It's like when somebody tries to make a meme about me and they don't even know what's going on or whatever. So funny.
I'll make a meme about myself quicker than anything in the world, man.
But I want to preface this episode with saying we don't know what the hell we're talking about. We're just two average Joes. We're not going to recommend any health things or anything like that. So if you're actually, we're not giving health advice. We're not saying anything we say is remotely reliable when it comes to you making your decisions, and to talk to your doctor if you are trying to get health information. But we do want to talk about these things just casually in a fringy way.
I wear a pirate hat in real life, you guys. So like, don't take advice from me.
Yeah, he's wearing a pirate hat, and I just read the news. So,
Crenshaw, man, I'm gonna cry about that later tonight.
That
I'm
was
gonna make
harsh.
memes about being called Dan Crenshaw now. Just wait. This
you
is.
you wear
I
it,
appreciate that.
you wear it better, Jim Bob.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who wore it better? There's Jim Bob and Crenshaw.
I'm gonna have that made before the episode's over, so you can share it with everybody.
All right, put it on the app. I'll put it everywhere. That's good.
Oh man.
All right, we're gonna start off here with this cool website. We're gonna talk a lot about different diets, different foods, different weird stuff, and we're just gonna go through the gambit. And you guys let us know in the comments or wherever on the app, socialredpill.com, what you do that might be considered out of the ordinary or on the fringe, or that people say is crazy but you swear by it. I love to hear these things, and I'm always trying to improve my health, stay healthy. And I think really it just comes down to, you could have a 105-year-old person who, when you ask them, what did you do to live to 105? They're just like, I just did whatever the hell I want. Or, you know, I drank beer every day, I did this, I smoked, whatever, I just did whatever I wanted. Or some people are like, they say different things, but
I knew a 104-year-old Argentina woman that said that a shot of whiskey every day is what kept her alive.
see, it's crazy. So I think it just has to do with a lot of factors, and everyone's different. So, you know what, let's just live our lives and do the best we can, and exercise and eat right and be happy, get the sun, ground ourselves, right? Touch the earth with your toes.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that shit's real. All right. But I have this article here that is kind of it's called The 7 Strangest Diets in History. And I wanted to start there because it's just kind of odd and kind of cool. I'll share it with you too, Jimbob, so you could follow along. Here we go. And of course, first they have Elvis.
Ooh.
Elvis ate bananas and stuff and peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
He's known for being weird in that regard. But number one on their list is number one on their list is the medieval Nun Diet, which is a plate of vegetables a day, which is great. A medieval guide for anchoresses, women who withdrew from life to pursue spirituality from around 1250, was exceptionally harsh. Even in the winter months, the holy were not supposed to eat more than a small platter of vegetables a day. Then again, such meager eating would also probably stop their menstrual cycles, which were something regarded as part of Eve's curse.
Huh.
That's bizarre.
That is bizarre.
Hey, thank you, Mojo Joe 97 for following. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's bizarre. I never heard of anything like that, but apparently, yeah, a plate of vegetables a day is not nearly enough. But I mean, there's vegetarians out there.
Yeah.
I guess you could survive.
I mean, I've got some interesting scientific backed opinions about vegetarians, but hey, man, if they're doing it and they're surviving, then keep on trucking, bro.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it. Not my cup of tea.
Same.
But the Charles II diet, this guy, he says weigh yourself after every activity. He didn't say this, but he did it. The Royal Society in London is the world's oldest scientific societies, and it takes meticulous minutes at meetings. Thank goodness for that, or we'd never know that King Charles II was obsessed with weighing himself at every opportunity. Charles II, according to a report from a meeting in March 1664, quote, had the curiosity of weighing himself very frequently to observe the several emanations of his body before and after sleep, tennis, riding abroad, dinners and suppers, and that he had found he weighed less after tennis by 2 pounds 3 ounces, but the king drinking 2 draughts of liquor after play made up his weight. After dinner, by 4 pounds and a half. This was a man who stuck close to a scale and ate a hell of a lot. 4.5 pounds of food. Yeah, that's a lot.
Wow.
I've done this. I've weighed myself before and after going to the bathroom and all this fun stuff and eating and all that. It's fun, I guess. And when you have this type of life, I guess you have time to weigh yourself. You're just not busy trying to make a living and stay afloat. So you weigh yourself a lot.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess there can be stages in life where I can see I can remember myself weighing myself, doing experiments. But that's interesting. I guess that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. The biblical diet: eat only legumes. This is an interesting one that's actually proved controversial. An episode in the Bible's Book of Daniel has been taken as a kind of old school diet recommendation about health and vegetarianism. The book tells the story of Daniel, a Jewish man, and his 3 friends who are servants in King Nebuchadnezzar's palace. They accept every part of their life except the royal food. They only eat legumes, vegetables, and water for 10 days. And at the end, they are healthier and better nourished than anybody who'd been on...
That sounds like a fast.
Yeah. Pretty much a fast diet. And the types of carbs you get from legumes are actually good for running your body for sustained periods of time, unlike all the crap we eat today. So yeah, I could see that being good, actually.
That's in that realm of the difference in actual food and food-like substances. We could do a whole show on that, Freddie.
Oh, this one's weird. The Saint Veronica Giuliani diet: spiders.
The Klaus Schwab World Economic Forum diet. What?
You will eat the spiders and you will like it. Remember what I said about holy orders and women starving themselves? Well, take that to a further point for Saint Veronica Giuliani, an Italian Capuchin nun from the late 1600s. Her particular diet of choice: spiders. The dining on Arachnids wasn't a matter of personal taste, however, it was meant as penitence. The nun was extensively tested by her confessors, one of whom ordered her to clean out a closet with her tongue, an order she fulfilled so devoutly that she added spiders and cobwebs to her diet. No word about whether she did this more than once, but I kind of don't want to find out. That's messed up. So she cleaned the closet with her tongue and just ate everything in there, just as a sign of like, look, I'm really gonna do this. I'm committed. Oh my god.
That's
I'm not down for that. That's hardcore.
No, yeah, that's a bit much.
Imagine doing that and then going to hell and being like, but I licked the closet so well. I ate the spiders. God, why?
And they just gave and Satan was like, well, here, since you like spiders so much. Good Lord. I mean, how is that not cult like acting? You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like something that Charlie Manson convinced somebody to do. Like that's a bit wild.
Come on, Charlie Manson wasn't that mad.
You're right. He wasn't that mad.
The Hannah Woolley diet: bathe in bird grease and red wine.
Bird grease and duck grease and grape juice.
Yeah, pretty much. Woolley emphasized that the best thing you could do for your weight was apply strange substances to your skin. At one point, she recommends that you bathe in claret wine infused with wormwood, calamint, chamomile, sage, and squinoth. Another weight loss method involves rubbing a mix of chicken and goose grease, turpentine, pitch, and wax over your plump parts. Sexy. She probably smelled terrible, but probably looked great.
Maybe.
I don't know about all that. That bath actually may not be bad. It's like taking a bath in tea. It's probably good stuff.
I mean, no. The smell was probably terrible, but the great looking part, that might be one of those beauty in the eye of the beholder things.
I didn't know. I guess women have always been concerned with being overweight. That's the 1690s. Well, I guess not anymore. Have you seen Victoria's Secret models nowadays? They just...
It's in the food, bro. That's why everybody's...
Yeah, it's not our fault. I know.
It's not our fault. It's totally not our fault.
But they're using models of all sizes now and all this stuff. And it's just like, I don't care. I don't mind. I just find it weird that they go from one extreme to another and back and forth. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird phenomenon. I don't know what to think.
It's a super weird phenomenon. Like, there's... The world's an interesting place nowadays, I'll tell you.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what to think. Because I don't want to be that guy like, fat girls can't be models, because that's ridiculous. But I don't want to be like, only fat girls could be models, or you have to be a certain way to be a model. I don't know. But it's weird, though, the psychological aspect of, I feel like there's always a rhyme and a reason of who they put on the front of their magazines and on their ads and stuff. I don't know, that's just me, though. Conspiracy. The Evikena diet: eat soot, and almonds. Is that S-U-E-T?
Yeah, soot. So we're eating ashes and nuts.
Oh my gosh. According to Obesity, the biography by Sander Gilman, Ibn Sina's famous canon of medicine contained an appetite suppressant to be eaten for 10 days to dent hunger pangs. It involved a crushed mix of almonds, beef soot, I don't know what that word is. I gotta look it up. What the hell's that? Marshmallow root and oil of violets, which basically sounds like a cake designed to sit in your stomach and rattle under your ribs. Let me look this up. What is this? Oh, it's like fat.
Oh, okay.
Raw beef fat. Okay,
Yum.
that's good.
Sounds delicious.
That actually would fill you up
Sure.
if that's what you're going for.
I mean, if you're on a fill-up thing though, just remember that you want potatoes and butter. You could sustain your entire life off just potatoes and butter.
Butter, yeah, heck yeah.
This is a fact. So you just need a goat and a potato farm, and you are set no matter what happens, bro.
Yeah, and then add bacon, add pigs.
I'm always down for that. They're wild around here, bro. So in all reality, I think doing your own pigs has become more work than just hunting them.
It's like your
Honest to God.
your whole homestead is just designed around making loaded baked potatoes.
Loaded baked potato. Hey, I think you're onto something here. Baked potato farms.
Yeah, baked potato farms. Welcome. Dude, that's a genius idea.
This
Except
is a and we can emphasis on the baked potatoes, like like we'll make a little cartoon and he can be a baked potato.
he's all stoned.
Yeah, I've got
could
this
grow
is a
weed,
great
too.
idea.
Baked potatoes, and you sell like CBD products and pre-rolls too.
Dude, this sounds like an adult wonderland. We should go in on this, bro. Like this would be a tourist attraction.
Yeah, I don't feel like the overhead would be too much to get started either.
No,
Just like the
not at
land is
all.
the cost and the
The
labor.
land- yeah, this is an excellent idea. Like I
It
am
really
down.
is. It really is. Baked potato farms. You bring your
Baked
family.
potato farm. It's a family place.
Yeah, there could be games too.
And it's pretty healthy again, because baked potatoes, bro. You can't go wrong with them.
They're okay. Some would argue the carbs are real shitty, but just stay healthy, exercise, and move around a little bit. You'll be fine.
If your choice was not eat and survive off potatoes, I'm pretty sure you're gonna choose potatoes.
Oh heck yeah, any day.
Unless the English show up and start killing and start destroying them all.
I'm not starving, and I choose potatoes.
Potatoes rock.
They're great.
There's so many things you can do with them.
Oh yeah, seriously. All right, let's get through this. Elvis Presley diet. Just go to sleep.
You mean struggle sandwiches? That's what that sounds like.
This diet
Mom's
was. Yeah, go ahead.
mom said we didn't have anything to choose from, so we just have to have sleep for dinner.
Just take a nap. You can't be hungry if you're sleeping. I'll have to remember that. The diet was based around a huge quantity of sedatives, enough to put you out like a light for at least a day. In theory, you'd wake fresh as a daisy and several pounds thinner. In practice, you'd risk killing yourself and waking up with seriously hellish series of health problems. All right.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So, interesting stuff. Well, Jimbob, you brought this up, and I hadn't even really ever considered this, and it's kind of akin to vegetarianism. And that is Fruitarians.
They're interesting, aren't they?
Yes, Fruitarians only eat fruit. And I watched a video about this Fruitarian couple who are like borderline anorexic, but seemingly healthy and okay.
When you start getting into some of these fringy diets that are out there, they look kind of weird, but these people seem to be doing all right. And like I know there's some reality to what they talk about, because I know how there's what is it? There's like the next step above water inside of fruit or whatever. It's like H32 or something, H3O2 or whatever. It's like water in its purest form, and it's totally healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that part I could see, but just fruit all the time, like
I wonder
don't
what those
know.
dumps are like. They gotta not be solid if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, you eat too many grapes and you're in for a river. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, dude. And I was looking into it. I'm like, so what are the positives and the negatives? Obviously, you get a lot of vitamins and all this kind of stuff, but on the downside, some of the things were like, you might feel fatigued and weak and all this. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just eat some meat with that. I don't eat a lot of fruit at all. Like, I don't eat a lot of fruit.
During the springtime, I do. I don't eat as much during the winter months. I love pineapple. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
and I don't know. We blackberries are very prominent down here and grow pretty much everywhere you look down here in Georgia. So,
Love it. Love it.
I love blackberries during blackberry season. But aside from that, like by the time I get to fall, it's time for chilies and stews and potatoes.
Mm-hmm. And there's something to be said for that with the timing of eating fruit because, like, for most of human history, they didn't have fruit all year round.
Yeah.
So eating a fruit in the middle of winter is like something that's only a recent phenomenon, I feel like, for most people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That would make total sense too.
Yeah. So from that aspect, I don't understand the fruit thing, but it is delicious. It is nutritious. Probably the better sugar you'll get anywhere.
Yeah.
Fruitarians. Not into it. I gotta pull this article up. It's famous. Yeah. This woman here. Let me share this with you. This is one of my favorite articles. Throwback. 105-year-old woman who beat COVID claims gin-soaked raisins are her secret. This came out in 2021 when we originally found it. She said that her secret is just a few gin-soaked raisins. And this is why we call Nancy Pelosi a gin-soaked raisin, because that's the texture and appearance of her. But apparently these really are like a cool, healthy thing. I was looking further into it, and according to environmental-conscience.com, this is the Fruitarian Diet. According to Nutrineat.com,
All right.
they tell us the health benefits of gin-soaked raisins. And they say that they're made from sultana, also known as Thompson seedless grapes, that are packed with useful compounds like resveratrol, catechins, potassium, manganese, vitamin C. Resveratrol, vitamin C, catechins exhibit antioxidant properties and help protect cell membranes from free radical damage. Thus, grapes and raisins are associated with a lower incidence of degenerative diseases. It goes on. Sulfur dioxide. They talk about the gin being made from juniper berries, and the berries are packed with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds. Good for your joints, arthritis, things like this.
Not a very big gin fan, but that does make it sound more appealing.
Gin contains diuretic ingredients which help enhance the function of the kidneys as well. This helps get rid of bacteria and toxins. Reduces your consumption of gin can lower the risk of liver and kidney problems. The antioxidants can help fight cancer. Reduce pain due to gout. And then, of course, they give you precautions. But I found that really interesting. Pretty cool. I might, one day start picking up the gin-soaked raisins.
See, all right, grapes are cool and all, and raisins are neat. We do muscadines and scoopernones down here, which are like more grapes with seeds in them still, like natural grapes.
Yeah, I've had those. They're like usually huge too, huh?
And they got skins around them. You usually got to peel them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like those. Like those are good.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably do it to those, and it'd probably be good for you too, because that people biogenetically altered things throughout years to get rid of seeds, but I think there's a lot of health benefits inside of them that we lost because of that.
Yeah, I know, and
that's my perspective.
I agree,
but again,
dude.
I'm just a crazy guy in a pirate hat.
Plus, not having seeds in a fruit is just retarded.
Weird.
Yeah, and weird.
Like,
super weird. I've always found it super weird because I'm like, how do you get it to reproduce? Like,
You don't.
how do I know how do I know this wasn't grown in a lab in China?
It was originally.
Right. So
How did
that
they
makes it
grow it?
worse in my opinion.
It's so weird. How did they grow it in the first place?
That's weird. That's too much.
Welcome
Now
to
you got me
Fringe,
nervous.
everybody.
Welcome to Fringe.
Vader just gifted us the shades. Cool guy smiling. Thank you, Vader. We
Sweet.
appreciate it. You rock, man. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, let's go on.
You'll be glad to know, for anybody who wants to log into the social red pill, your wish has been fulfilled. Whomever
make
gave
the
me whomever gave me the idea during the beginning of the episode, I'll give you the shout out there because your wish has been fulfilled.
What is it?
I made the meme and it's on the social red pill now.
Okay. Is it
Who wore it better?
I gave you that idea. All right, I'll have to check it out after the show. Hey guys, tonight after the show, whenever that may be, about a half hour to an hour after the show, we're going to have a Q&A or a meeting. I'll send the Zoom chat out. If you're a part of socialredpill.com, you can just click on it, join the Zoom chat. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to put your name in there or anything like that if you don't want to. But just come in there and say hello, and we're going to just have a chat with the Red Pill family, continue this conversation, or go off topic, talk about ghosts or spooky stuff or whatever we want. We try not to be too political on Friday nights just because we do it all week and we don't really want to get into all of it. But if there's a little bit of that, it's okay. But we just try to talk about other life stuff, but we can only it's whatever. But I look forward to seeing you guys there, so if you want to join that, join the socialredpill.com, and of course to see Jimbob's meme, which I can't wait. That's awesome, dude. I have this other article, 10 healthy things that aren't actually healthy.
I thought we were going to get into to that weird guy that you
We are.
messaged me about. Okay,
All right,
we
you
are
know what?
getting there. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just jump to that, and we could go back to this later. So, did you know about... Okay, we're going to talk about the Liver King. Liver King.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Have you heard of him before?
No, I've heard of him.
Yeah. He's pretty popular.
Yeah, he's a pretty popular guy, and he's as bad as it sounds, and people are going to give me flack. There is a lot of fraudulence to a lot of what he does too.
Really?
Like I've Luis, of course. We've actually had
Yeah.
a few discussions about Liver King, and he's not everything that he says he is, and his promotions and such. So.
Okay, so it's like, for those of you who don't know who the Liver King is, he sustains himself purely off of raw meat, allegedly.
That part apparently is true, but there's also some juicing to his size.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's massive. He has a 6-pack. He's strong.
6-pack on top of a 6-pack. This dude's
he's
ridiculous.
huge, and he's like all about being primal, and he's an influencer, and he just made his rounds. He's making his rounds through popular podcasts, and he knows a lot of famous people and stuff. So he's a real popular guy, really kind of cool. I'm not going to start being the carnivore diet. I'm not going to start just eating raw meat, but there is something to be said for what he says, which is liver is king and liver's the shit.
Yeah.
And let's start there.
There's a ton of nutrients inside of liver. Like that's yeah.
It's like magic, you guys. Seriously.
It's your brain too that takes you away from wanting to have anything to do with it. I think because when people hear the thing liver, they're like, what's that? But it actually is delicious if it's prepared properly.
Oh yeah, put some gravy on it and some onions.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the most nutritious foods in the world. It boasts a dense nutritional profile with content of vitamins, minerals so high that few other foods come close. It's especially high in B vitamins, vitamin B12, vitamin B2, B3, iron, vitamin A, protein.
And the chicken ones make great bait for fishing.
Heck yeah. And eaten. You could eat it.
Oh yeah, dude, no fried chicken livers. That's fried chicken livers and gizzards is a thing down here in the South. Like
I
you,
had
you can.
some. We
It's
cook them up,
yeah.
but I don't like the crunch.
Not a fan of the crunch.
I don't like the crunch. Yeah. I'll eat it though because I know it's really healthy for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's just that. I feel the same way about a lot of things. There's things that I'm just like, well, I know it's good for me and it's good for my body, so I need to eat it.
Yeah. It's all right. Just throw a bunch of butter on it or something. But
Homemade goat butter.
how do you feel about eating raw meat though?
Sushi.
Well, raw fish I'm okay with. This is oddly enough, but I never really
And
had.
and my
Well,
steaks are pretty mooing still.
yeah,
Like when I eat them.
I could eat a raw steak, but I can't eat like a blue steak. Usually, I won't.
I
But I'll eat
I I
rare.
I like rare, and I have eaten blue. Like it definitely is acquired, but
What
I
if
have eaten blue.
what if there's like a fresh butchered organic cow? Would you try the liver raw?
I mean, I'll try anything, bro. There
Yeah,
isn't a meat that I haven't been
I might try
tempted
it.
to. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a
Liver
lot of
King,
things I'll try.
the Liver King eats raw meat every day, and he's fine. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's a
like I
big
said,
guy.
like I said though, we're we're not doctors or anything, but I wanted to show you guys this Liver King dude. Oh,
I mean, I've heard of other people besides him eating raw meat.
me too. There is tartar, beef tartar. There's sushi, obviously.
Yeah.
People eat raw stuff all the time. This is the Liver King.
Liver King here. I'm hungry. Send something up. What?
Dude's jacked.
Yeah.
Vegetable. Why would I eat vegetables when I can have testicles? Send me up all the primal food and all that other shit that you have. 30
curious to know
minutes?
if he's-
Liver King doesn't have
truly
30
jacked.
minutes.
If he's got a glass
That was
jaw.
fast.
Good afternoon, Liver King. Your beef liver.
More!
Your bison liver.
Damn.
More!
Your testicle.
More!
Your bone marrow.
More!
Wild.
Yeah. He's a wild fella.
He'd be interesting to talk to though.
Oh, for sure. And I actually think that he lives a pretty healthy life, and he has these 9 tenets that he lives by. He calls himself the CEO of Ancestral Lifestyle, and these are his tenets. Or no, these aren't his tenets, are they?
I don't
Not
think so.
exactly. Close. Maybe they are, but I could pull him up here. He actually is pretty intelligent when it comes to staying healthy, as far as ice baths, getting a lot of sleep, and all these like fundamental things that are actually true. Bert Kreischer just had him on his podcast the other day. But it's really interesting, and actually
That'd
we
be
have
another fun guy to talk to.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, the machine.
The machine.
He's a cool guy. He's super liberal though. He lives in his little bubble. He's cool though. I like him. One of our listeners' family eats a carnivore diet. They only eat beef, butter, and eggs, and 100% medication free. And all 3 of us are well over 50. Wow, that's so cool.
It sounds a lot like the one of my co-hosts. Well, 2 of my co-hosts actually, Ox and Neptune, both follow the keto diet.
Okay, I've done that. I just can't sustain it. But it's good.
They swear by it. So
It's great. It's great. Yeah, but this guy's so interesting. I do want to look at his tenets, though. The Liver King tenets, because I think, he's partially spot on. And I'm curious, so you think he might do steroids?
Luis says there's reason to believe that he juices a little. Maybe not like steroids out of a needle, but he's using some of them supplements that you wouldn't be able to compete in
Maybe.
muscle man competitions if you were on them. You know what I'm saying?
Does this not let me see the tenets? Yeah, it's possible.
Again, I don't know for sure. I do know that he is kind of a wild dude, and it's when you're popular enough to get one of them their fancy blue check marks.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what's real and what's fake. You know what I'm
Who
saying? Like
knows?
that's just a me thing, though.
He's pretty interesting though. He sleeps on like a wooden board with a couple blankets on it.
Well, beds today are still new. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's relatively new in human history. Like there's been sure people have slept on things, but
Hay, grass.
yeah, but now we sleep in these synthetically made boxes. I don't know. There's something to be said about that too.
Yeah.
In the world I live in, shoes are a conspiracy. So
Shoes. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't believe in shoes. I wear them, but I think that it's good to be as barefoot as much
when
as
you can,
Yeah.
yeah.
So his tenets are sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, and bond. And it's pretty epic. So he talks about sleep and eating, what you should eat. Obviously, he thinks you should eat just meat, and that's great, and you'll be awesome. Move, self-explanatory. Shield is staying away from all the nasty bullshit, chemicals, anything that's not natural, this kind of thing, which I love that aspect of it. Connect, he says ground yourself. He talks about the Earth's negative charge and how grounding yourself is good for your health and good for your spirit and all that, which I agree 100%, y'all. If you're not doing that, you got to do that. Cold.
It makes such a difference. You don't even realize it till you do it.
He talks about exposing yourself to extreme cold and extreme heat, and it just works your capillaries. It does a lot of things. Yeah.
You know Iceman Hoff?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a real healthy dude, and he attests a lot of his stuff to doing the cold and stuff like that. Like that's part of his regimen daily.
Oh yeah,
It's
he
not
can
just
control
something-
his body with his mind.
Yes.
Didn't he inject himself with a disease too, and then like cure himself just by his pure thought and breathing? Pretty sure.
That dude's super badass too. I'd love to actually get a chance to talk to him as well. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, they injected him with some disease, and he cured himself by breathing.
There is that thing with like the hot and cold, like there's big health benefits to doing cold showers, even though they say that it's like a psychopath thing, and not even the whole shower has to be cold, but maybe like when you go to rinse off, doing it in cold water.
So hard.
It is. It really is. But it gets your like capillaries and stuff, and your blood flowing, and
it closes your pores, which is cool.
And the hot does too. The hot's good for your body as well. There's varying.
Dude, I am like this biggest wuss when it comes to saunas.
Yeah.
I could do cold, like I could jump into cold water and then just like tough it out. I could go right into like a cold pool, and not that cold. Like an ice bath, I might struggle with, but cold, I'm okay. I could take a cold shower too if I want to. Hot, I've been trying to get used to hot.
So
I could do hot tubs, but I tried a sauna, dude, and it's just way too fucking hot.
In life, I've done like both extremes. Like I've lived in places that are really, really, really cold, below zero, and would walk to work in 6+ foot of snow, and sometimes. And then I've also lived in places where it's 100+ degrees, and I'm out there moving appliances in the sun.
Yeah.
Between the two, I personally prefer the hot. I can withstand the cold.
Yeah.
But as long as I got somewhere shady to stand, you can be 120, and I don't care.
As long as you've got water and shade.
And some shade, yeah. Give me some shade, and we're good.
Yeah. I don't like the heat. Direct sun, especially, it just kills. But
it does.
it's good to experience both extremes.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think you just become soft.
I know another guy that I've actually talked to. You should talk to. He talks about this too. His name is Jody Albert Moss. He believes that we're supposed to endure these elements like the extreme heat or the
Okay.
extreme cold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he actually does like tests out in the heat and the cold and stuff like that, showing
Okay.
that you're so we're not supposed to have all these synthetic jackets and stuff like that all the time. Like
Right.
you're supposed to embrace some of this. Like it's a part of like a part of nature and a part of your body and a part of healing. So you're supposed to
Dude.
actually
I
yeah
believe in that. I think there's something to that.
yeah dude, there really is. And he's an older gentleman, and you wouldn't realize he's as old as he is the way he carries on and such like that. You know,
That
he's
is so
real good in
cool.
health. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I love that.
so
What
stuff
about
like that's interesting.
yeah, and then one of the Liver King things is to like get out in the sun right away, sunrise or sunshine, get that
Yeah,
going. And
that
then
early morning sun.
when the sun's going down, stop exposing yourself to light, wind down for the day, put your blue blocker sunglasses on, which blocks all the blue light and helps you get your circadian rhythm in order, which I believe in that. Nathan Waltz, our friend, he'll be on the show here in a few weeks. Swears by all this, and he goes into all the science behind that, which is great. True stuff right there. What about urotherapy? Have you heard of that?
Maybe. What?
That is using urine, drinking your own urine.
I've heard about like shamans doing things like that.
It's a weird one, man. And I've seen people online, it comes up once in a while, and there's some, let me tell you, some weirdos out there that are drinking their urine. And I've always wanted to look into this because I think there was a UFC fighter who said that he drank his urine. What?
Vince, don't search that. I'm scared you might end up on some websites that are kind of not
I
too
already
savory,
did,
sir.
actually.
Oh God.
I didn't have any mishaps, actually. My keywords must have been on point.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are the weird fetish ones, but then there are people who are like, I'm drinking my own urine for my health. And
I mean, it's sterile.
it's sterile. I did a little bit of research, and it originates from India. Basically, the Ayurveda stuff, where it's Ayurveda is kind of, let me just look that up. It's like living naturally, right?
Yeah.
Ayurveda, a natural system of medicine, originated in India for more than 3,000 years. From more than 3,000 years ago. It's derived from Sanskrit word ayur, which is life, and Veda, which is science or knowledge, life knowledge. Thus, Ayurveda translates to the knowledge of life, based on the idea that disease is due to an imbalance of stress in a person's consciousness. Ayurveda encourages certain lifestyle interventions, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they drink their pee, apparently. I guess. And there's this model who's an older gentleman, and he's like, look, you want to know how I stay so fit and so young looking? Is I drink my own urine. And is it good? He drank urine for years, but I don't know. Anyway, urine, though, is 75%. I'm sorry, 95% water and 5% wastes. But apparently those wastes are just because your body doesn't need that stuff at the time, so you pee it out. But apparently there are some healthy stuff. So there's healthy things in urine. There's urea, there's urokinase, alkalized. Oh yeah. So there's these different things that they say is good for your skin, like people put on their skin and all this stuff. But I don't think that it's.
This is okay.
I don't think it's a viable method for.
Here's just a weird, interesting fact that I know, and I don't know why I know it. I guess
What?
it's from years of working on things, but there's a in diesel trucks nowadays, even diesel cars, you run a stuff through it called DEF,
Okay.
and I seen all this stuff where everybody was whining and screaming that there was going to be a shortage of it
Yeah.
due to world problems, but
Yeah.
if you just pee in the part that holds the DEF.
Yeah.
DEF is made out of urea, synthetic
really?
urea. Yeah, it's synthetic urea, and that's what it burns off to get rid of all that stuff. So, just a
I don't
heads
think
up.
that would work.
There has been many truck drivers that have discussed it.
I don't
Like
have to look at that.
it's a thing.
I'll
It's a
note that.
thing.
Noted, just in
Yeah.
case.
Check it out. Check it out because it's made out of synthetic urine.
Maybe.
That's
But
what
how
that
much
that's what that dev stuff is.
your piss is mostly water, though.
Sure.
Pee, sorry.
Sure. Yeah. Be friendly. Be friendly. Luis got himself a strike on YouTube this week because he said words that globalist elites don't agree with.
Oh, is it monetized?
It was somebody else's.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a guest, and I
No,
was like,
we do
"Ooh,
well. We do
shame,
well.
Shame."
Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, there's certain things we don't talk about.
I love you, Luis. I know you're watching. I love you. I'm sorry.
It happens, man. It's happened to me many times. Yeah, no urine for me either, Raja. But
Yeah, no, I'm good.
there are ways to do it. They say you need to have an alkalized diet, not be on medication, and then to capture your pee midstream, because in the beginning and end you might have stuff you don't really want to ingest. Like, I don't know, for some reason. I guess just the.
I mean, at one point in time, people were following deer around and drinking their pee because they ate the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, they ate the Amanita muscaria.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we covered this a little bit one time in a conversation we were having.
Yeah, they'd eat the white and red mushrooms and
then they'd eat the snow that the deer peed in,
hallucinate.
like have pee
That's right.
pee slushies, and they'd hallucinate. So like
Snow cones.
humans are weird. We will put almost anything in our mouth, huh? Like, I mean, we
Hey.
will put anything in our mouth.
Think about all the things we know what everything does when it's ingested. How? Somebody ate it.
Your tongue knows how everything feels.
Yeah, did you know, like, if you watch those survival people like Les Stroud, he's my favorite, they say,
He's
like,
cool.
in order to test if something's edible in a survival situation, what he does is he puts it on his lip, and then he just waits to feel, like, if he feels a tingling sensation, he knows probably not to eat that. If he doesn't get a tingling sensation, he'll, like, maybe just put it on his tongue a little bit and wait a little while.
Yeah.
And then if it tingles or anything like that, stop. But they eat that stuff.
I mean, we don't ever think about this, bro. Who was the first person to follow a chicken around and go, I'm going to try that thing that just fell out from behind that chicken. Let's see what it tastes like. Like,
Seriously.
at one point, it was trial and error. And there's probably many people throughout history that died during this trial and error because they ate things that weren't good for us.
I know, dude.
So, hurrah to them for, being bold enough to eat anything.
Yeah, and then imagine the first guy to eat an egg, and then, like, a year later, his friend accidentally, like, exposed it to heat and learned how to cook the eggs.
Right? Dude, we've been discussing that.
The
One of my one co-host is a chef, and we've been talking a lot on the side about, like, the history of food and where things come from and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's cool, dude. I bet the first person to cook a hard-boiled egg was probably burned at a stake for being a witch.
Right? Right? They were like, "What did you do? How is this egg whole inside of the egg?"
Dude, there's something to say for that. Like, the way how advanced cooking is, like, is pretty insane, and the science that goes into real cookery and chef stuff is mad. It's hard. Cooking's hard, dude.
Cooking is not easy. I did my time and ran restaurants and stuff in the past when I was younger and things like that. Like, actually was the boss. And I've been to chef school and things like that too. So, like, it's not easy, but it's cool to see where it's come and where it's going for sure. 'Cause
Yeah, man.
I'm glad that there's finally something different. There's starting to be different things because here in America, we've played out the same meals over and over again.
Pretty much, which is good. Not bad. But, I don't know.
I like trying different things, man, from around the world. You gotta spice it up a bit.
Do you like seafood?
Seafood? Do you like Indian food?
I love Indian food.
I'm on Pakistani food currently. Oh man, stuff like that's delicious.
Heck yeah.
And real Asian food, like not Chinese at the side of the road that you have to
Right.
question.
Not Panda Express.
Yeah,
That
like
you have to question.
I mean,
Listen, I only question them if they're near a pet store. So,
Right, rightly so.
but I mean, like they, I don't know that stuff that we get served in those restaurants is just full
Yeah.
of extra sugar.
It's
And dead
garbage.
carb. It's
Same thing at the
garbage.
grocery store. All the pre-made food is just absolute garbage. It's like,
It's box stuff.
would you like to try our 100 ingredient potato salad? Like, not at all.
Yep. Yep.
Potato salad is supposed to be like 6 ingredients.
Yeah.
Maximum.
And like we've like the flaming hot, I think, is a good example. Everything's flaming hot now.
Flaming hot. I didn't know this. Is this happening?
Well, like with me being out and about in the world all the time, delivering appliances, I frequent gas stations for quite often. And it used to be like flaming hot Cheetos was the only thing flaming hot. Now there's flaming hot everything, including drinks. There's a Mountain Dew that's flaming hot.
What?
And there's like Doritos that are flaming hot, and there's like just ridiculous things are being flaming hot now. And I'm just like, why are they doing this? Like, who's this marketed to, and who's asking for all this extra cancer powdered on everything? Because a lot of those things,
Yeah.
a lot of those things that are added to those
Red
chemicals
7.
you were making mention, those are known cancer-causing agents, and they just
Yeah.
give it to you, and they're like, "This is safe. Don't worry, you can eat this."
Yeah, just have a little bit of. Oh,
Here's a
It's
commercial
terrible.
for it. You should go buy more. Like
yeah. Oh,
commercialized food, man. I don't know. We need to eat to survive, but they turned it into an empire.
they have. I want things to go back to normal with food, man. I can't even go to the store. It's so depressing.
I miss the mom and pop restaurants. Like they're it's a dying breed. Everybody wants to have a Subway and a McDonald's in their town, and I'm like, why?
That's
why
all we have here.
Why
We don't have
why
anything, but the Subway and McDonald's is like, of course, you gotta have that.
But think about that. Think about all the
Subway.
great local places we've lost to time because of corporations like that moving in and putting them out. You know what I mean? Like recipes that we'll probably never even get to experience because those people are gone.
Yep, it's true, man.
And
It's
I don't
so
know.
gross too.
It is, and you don't even know what it's made out of anymore. Like
It doesn't decay.
the tuna at Subway ain't tuna. The meat
It's
at
not.
McDonald's ain't meat.
The
Like
bread's not bread.
yeah, I've seen those
Sugar.
things where there's people that have 4 and 5 year old McDonald's underneath glass tubes, and it's still like it was the day they bought it.
Just a little dry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I've seen that.
it's just like that's insane. Don't put that in your body, ladies and gentlemen. Like I will say that. Like I'm not a
Yeah.
professional, but don't put that inside your body, folks. Like
That's
that,
not food.
that's not good for you. Like you might be safer eating crayons than that, honestly. Like,
I think you're right,
at least we know where paraffin wax comes from. Like
dude. It's so
Phew.
weird. And they have adult Happy Meals now. Did you hear this?
with those weird toys, I seen
I
that
haven't
on
seen the
TikTok,
toys.
bro.
I thought-
They're mutant looking, and they have like 6 eyes and stuff.
I haven't seen the toys.
You need to look that up.
No, somebody told me they're putting crack pipes in there.
Oh! Is this a Brandon thing?
Yeah, it was just a parody, a joke. But I didn't know they actually had toys.
Yeah, apparently they were supposed to be nostalgic toys, and it looks like Grimace and stuff, but they look weird. Like they don't look regular. They look like
I wonder if we
evil.
pull that up.
Like the McDonald's adult Happy Meal toys.
Happy Meal toys. see.
McDonald's is weird anyway. Like they're tied into Disney and all that other weird stuff going on.
Yeah, I don't trust them. Oh,
Look at them. Look at those. Tell me that those aren't.
can you see them? I can't see them.
I can see them.
What? Oh,
Boom.
there we go.
Those are weird.
Yeah, what's up with the 4 eyes? I don't get
Those
that.
are weird.
Huh. What? Why do they have 4 eyes?
I have no idea.
What the?
Nobody can truly explain it.
Double sets of eyes for some reason in the box. The meals come in are also artistically designed, likely in the hopes of making them just as collectible as the toy inside. No, these are not.
No, dude.
Collectible.
There's something weird about that.
If you're collecting these, recheck your priorities and come back to me. Wow.
Yeah, because there's no telling what kind of Dybbuk box you just put into your house.
Grit says because they ate the meat.
It's because they ate the meat.
Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Something.
It's very likely.
That's messed up. Have you heard of sun gazing?
Yeah, man. Sun gaze.
Are you into it?
I think there's a little bit of truth to it, but like, I don't think you should. Like with everything else, you shouldn't do it all the time, maybe. But yet there's people out here that claim to live off of.
Oh, you're talking about like a photosynthesizer?
Yes.
Oh my God.
There's people that claim that they live off of sun gazing, and it's interesting. I think even me and Josh have talked about it in the past too.
I know breatharians.
There's that too. That's
living off of breath. But apparently, it may be good for you.
Yeah, dude. The sun's vitamin D, bro. You need.
Also known as sun gazing, is a strict regimen of gradually allowing sunlight into your eyes at specific periods of the day. The goal is to look into the sun during periods of the lowest ultraviolet index, which occur at sunrise and sunset. The practice follows specific guidelines to render the most benefits and limit dangerous exposure. As the HRM phenomenon, a term that the practice received after hero Ratan Manik submitted himself to NASA for testing. The research suggested that Manik actually did possess the seemingly superhuman ability of not eating. With regular practice following a strict regimen of over approximately 9 months, many practitioners report losing the need for food and sustaining on energy from the sun. Weird, dude. It improves dream recall, boosts your energy, increases melatonin and serotonin, fights fatigue, increases pineal size. That's your pineal gland, everybody, not the other thing, so don't get excited. Improves quality of sleep, helps seasonal affective disorder, SAD, improves endocrine health. They say, obviously, I was reading on another site, don't look at the sun when it's, noon. And be careful, like, if you do any of this, you guys, I'm not telling you to look at the sun, all right? Figure it out, do the things right, don't hurt yourself. I don't know nothing about this, but
I know that I don't know about staring directly at the sun.
But during sunset,
even to me,
when the sun's on the horizon, you can look at the sun for a second, and it doesn't burn your eye.
Sure.
So I see what they mean, but it's still sketchy.
Sure.
But it's probably really good for you, I think. I don't know.
I mean, we're a part of the planet too. I think the sun affects us in good, positive ways. Like,
for sure, your vitamin D.
There's a whole conspiracy level there of them putting out that sunscreen that's no good for you. So.
Oh, I know.
Sure,
it's like deodorant. Okay. One thing I did love about the Liver King, he doesn't shower. He never showers. And I shower, but I don't wear deodorant or I don't put on cologne or any of that stuff. And just because I don't want aluminum in my armpits, and like he said, you're supposed to sweat. You're not supposed to clog up that system. The sweating's good for you. And what he also said, like, when somebody said he stank, he's like, that's the smell of a man. That's what a man smells like, baby. Let's go. And I was like, I think that attitude is hilarious and pretty badass. But you don't want to be the smelly guy. But
you can be overly clean though too. Like,
yeah.
I mean, not even if you don't use the toxic chemicals to clean yourself. Like, if you use natural stuff, there is.
I have all natural soap.
But you have to carefully to not wash away like your good
skin flora,
bacteria, skin flora, and stuff like that. Like, there's just
like when people always want to use alcohol and sanitize. That's overkill. I never use that stuff. Never. There's ways to sterilize things in an event where you need to have something sterile, like I'm doing some surgery on myself or something. Yeah, I sterilize that stuff. But, or if I get a wound, yes, I sterilize that. But not with chemicals that give you cancer and whatnot. Those, and especially today's hand sanitizers are everywhere, and everyone wants to put it on everything. And I don't touch that stuff. I'm like, heck no, because it's exactly what you're saying. You need that stuff.
Well, I mean, you can make yourself, you can hurt yourself by being too clean, and then you can also, destroy your own immune system with things like those hand sanitizers, because you are overkilling too much, and guess what you become susceptible to? Getting things. Because you're killing you're destroying good things in your body because you're overusing alcohol and bleach. Those are two things you should avoid, I think. Use less. You know what I'm saying? Like, not avoid completely, but use less. Because they're both very powerful chemicals.
Interesting.
And they kill 99% of bacteria, you know what I mean? That's
I like
good and bad.
I like the hydrogen peroxide stuff and how people are about oxygenating themselves.
Good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Or they're injecting straight up like oxygen into their bloodstreams under doctor supervision. Yeah, it's real. It's to keep yourself
I know
oxygenated.
it's real. I know it's real. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah. If I ever become filthy rich, I'll be getting those like injections that make you live forever and whatnot. All these kinds of things. I would love to inject oxygenated substances into my blood. That's awesome. Is that all? You guys let me know what you think, but would you?
I mean, see, I don't do injections anyway.
You don't like needles?
No, I mean, I'm covered in tattoos, so I don't
okay,
have needles.
not the needles. Just the substance.
Just the substance.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'd want to know with 100% certainty what's in there, definitely, but
I'm a little funky about some dude in a white coat trying to stick me.
Yeah.
So
right, I see where you're coming from. I agree with you on that. Central gifted a can. I smell. That's okay. That's what men smell like, or that's what women smell like. It's okay. Yeah.
And I've seen, and this is a real thing too, like oxygen in a can, like people that.
Oh, remember oxygen bars?
Yeah, like I mean, it's just kind of the same thing. It's on a go, and I don't mean like the big oxygen tanks people carry. I mean,
air
like
in a can.
You can buy
oh
oxygen.
Oh my gosh!
You can like.
Yeah.
Just breathe on because
out of a can.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a gimmick right there. Like, hey, you want to buy a can of oxygen?
Maybe
it's just a can, right?
Or it's the precursor to the Lorax becoming a true story.
Wait, what?
I forget. I can't make movie references with you. I'm sorry. Because the people are selling air and stuff because there's no more trees.
Oh, damn it, dude! I don't know that story.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sure people got it.
No, okay.
I'm sure they got it.
I still love you, Vince, and one day you're gonna get all of my references.
Oh, well, do I need to put something on my list?
No, I mean, do you like animated kids movies?
Probably not. No, not usually.
There's some really good ones out there, man. Animations. I like animation better than reality movies because you can laugh at cartoons.
I did go watch that new. I don't even think it's new. That Dragon Ball Z movie, Dragon Ball Super, which isn't really for kids because it shows like a guy getting gunned down and then like animated butt. But that's like the most childish thing I might do.
Oh man, I mean, dude, I sit here and watch like the regular show with my kids.
You got kids. Yeah, if I had kids, I would. But
we gotta watch something funny, and I like things that we know are completely nonsense and garbage. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
fun.
When we can watch it together, and I'm not worried about it messing with my kids, and we can laugh about it together and stuff like that. Like because they understand the difference in reality and.
That's good.
Fantasy. So.
It's good to make the distinction. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. I'm sure they're great too. it would be weird for me to go put that on. I think, and I watched
cartoons before I had kids too, bro. I like cartoons.
Cartoons? Yeah, I don't even watch normal stuff, let alone cartoons. Hardly. I tried to watch a movie today. I tried to watch Child 44, or is that what it's called?
I don't know that one.
I only got like a half hour through it.
You need to be watching horror movies. It's spooky month.
It was horror, dude. I saw 2 people get their heads blown off.
I think I've told you this one before on your list, and I'm going to tell it to you again since you're doing horror movies.
Oh,
you need to watch Benny Loves You.
Uh-oh. That sounds creepy.
It's a European Chucky thing. It's really it's a horror comedy.
Is it in English or subtitled?
I mean, it's in English, but it's English, like proper English.
Okay.
Pip pip cheerio.
I don't know why I wrote down it's English, but okay.
But like it's a horror comedy, and it's quite funny if you're into things like that.
I
So
am.
If you, I like horror comedies. I like ones that I can laugh at. So that's my realm of things. Is let's laugh.
I love it.
Laughter's good. Laughter's the best medicine.
Well,
Of everything we've talked about tonight, laughter's the number one thing.
It really is, and this might be funny to some people, but I think it actually is a healthy thing, and that is a coffee enema. You heard of this?
I mean, I'm always drinking coffee, sir, but I don't know about drinking coffee that way.
Yeah. An enema is when you take medicine through your butt, or liquid, I guess.
There's a South Park reference I could make right now, but you wouldn't catch that either.
I've watched South Park. I haven't for many years, but I need.
They were eating turkeys
Oh,
in their butt for Thanksgiving.
I don't remember that. What year was this? Do you remember?
This was like season 7. This
Oh.
was years and years ago.
Okay, I don't remember that. But coffee enemas are great for you, apparently.
I've heard they are.
And I've heard a guy even talk about how it cured his cancer and all this stuff, and it just revitalizes you. You get the caffeine, it cleans your system out, whatever. But again, this is like one of those things when it comes to health that like I'm not gonna go to right off the bat. If I was dying, I might try it, but I'm not about to give myself a coffee enema. Come on, that's crazy to me. It's just like drinking pee. I'm not.
I think you'll try anything if you like, you have a disease or you're dying or
Sure.
whatever. But like other than that, like I don't know how I feel about hanging around and taking my coffee that way.
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe I'll just die.
I drink some strong coffee, so I think it would kick in. I'd be in trouble. I like a coffee. My coffee looks about as good as this patch. So like.
RM said coffee grounds make a great exfoliator for the body.
Yes, they're great in like homemade soaps and stuff like that. Like that's actually something we've played around with in our soap stuff.
Wow. If you try the coffee enema, make sure you don't use hot coffee. How to imagine.
Noted. That's a very good thing to put out there, because I don't know if you'd like a steaming hot pot of coffee going there.
No, I think it's special coffee too and all this kind of thing. But it's really interesting.
Oh, so I just can't go grab me some Folgers Colombian and just go for
hell
it?
no. That's like, isn't that mostly like mold?
Oh
and
yeah,
just
that's mostly
garbage?
like cockroaches and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, no, I mean,
Cockroaches.
oh, dude,
I've heard.
there's truth to that.
Oh,
Like,
they allow a
that's-
certain amount of cockroaches.
Well, you can't. They have these giant coffee grinders, and unless you take them apart and actually physically clean them, you can't get everything out of them. And a lot of these coffee grinders have been running for
Damn.
almost 40 years, not properly cleaned, and they're full of
Garbage.
cockroaches.
Oh my gosh.
So I honestly don't recommend things like Maxwell House. They're one that was caught actually doing it.
That's wild.
So like if you can look for, even if it costs you a little bit more, honestly,
Yeah.
find you a grinder and buy bags of beans. Like
That's the way
I
to
try
do
to
it. Yeah.
I try to grind as much of my own as I can. Like I'm
Yeah.
picky about
It's so
which
much
brand I buy,
tastier.
but Bandit
So
Bandit
good.
roast is trying to roast his own. Actually, he's been ordering raw
Oh,
beans.
wow.
And he's gonna start roasting his own. So.
Wow, that's hardcore right there.
Hey, we're trying to build a community out here, man. Because if Rome's gonna crumble, we all need to have each other's back.
Damn. That's legit.
Hey man, you guys are a part of it too, I believe. Red Pill family and everything like that.
Hell yeah!
We'll all find a way to stay connected, man.
I wish we were all in the same area. That'd be epic. Maybe one day we could have some land.
We'll start our. I've seen somebody actually started a country inside this country, so it's a plausible thing to do.
I've seen it. It has happened a couple times lately.
There's an interesting guy in like the desert right now.
Oh, really?
Nevada, I think, that has done it. And there's like 130 people in this town, and they're sanctioned and everything. They're their own country. Like they're legit, and it's interesting.
I thought you were talking about Seattle.
I mean, okay, no, I mean, I've seen what happened there, and we all know that didn't go very well.
Did you see their garden that got washed away?
Chaz.
Their garden got washed away in like 3 days.
That, you know, good on them for trying. Like, good job, guys.
Yeah.
You're great on an example for what not to do. Like, good lord.
That was a special moment in history. This is mankind, everybody.
Ta-da! This is why the aliens won't talk to us, guys. You gotta chill out, man. Like, chill out a little bit.
The aliens are like watching it, like they're not ready. We have one more here that's pretty interesting, and it's called hay bathing. Have you heard of this?
Does getting covered in hay when you're trying to give it to goats and such count?
Maybe. Well, maybe a little bit. This is the new go-to wellness ritual. Well, this is kind of an old article, 2020. But this man, Stephen Ofner, revealed how this activity has been part of tradition for years in the Alpine meadow where his grandparents were farmers. Ofner revealed how they would sleep in the grass to ease their aches and pains, emphasizing the healing properties of hay bathing. Whilst this statement is one embedded in tradition, it has recently been utilized by hotels in this Italian region through offering spa treatments such as hay baths, hay peels, and hay massages, which use the natural mountain material these hotels have, attracted tourists looking for a unique experience which simultaneously offers health benefits. So there are spas that offer this. Is there any science behind it? It doesn't look like it, but I think there's something to being in contact with nature.
Sure, but
maybe not in this manner.
After you roll around in the grass, you're super itchy, so I don't know about all that.
That's true.
But, I mean, you totally got to go wash off after you roll, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Why? And getting hay on your clothes and in your boots is annoying. Like that.
Isn't it
I have
bizarre?
disagreements with that one. That's
Isn't it
super
weird
bizarre.
though? Like the rich people are going to these spas like on their Europe vacations.
Yeah, but aren't they like taking Queen Mary baths and stuff in the blood of the innocent or whatever? Like
Either that or taking a hay bath or whatever. It depends what spa they go to, I guess.
Okay, so all I need to do is set up a barn bed and breakfast and offer hay baths, and I can start rolling in some dough, is what you're telling me.
Probably, man.
Is this the new mud bath? You remember the mud bath fad, right? Like,
Yeah.
where everybody was doing mud baths in the 90s, and now let's do hay baths. Sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we're in a falling capitalistic world, so why not try to take advantage of it a little bit and capitalize off of whatever stupidity thing that's going on right now.
Dude, I agree. And if you want to capitalize, I would definitely go with the baked potato farm.
The baked potato farm is totally
that's $1 million idea.
I think that would be a
maybe
I
$1 billion.
Could get like a roadside farm stand that was, you know what I'm saying? Like you do it close to the interstate and make it an attraction. That would be
good.
That would be awesome. I need to look into this. Baked potatoes, CBD from a pirate.
Yeah, wait, what is it called again?
The baked potatoes.
Is it just baked potatoes?
Baked potato farm. Like,
and then yeah, just baked potato farms, and then you have
the potato.
The
high
potato
looks like the potato looks like Towel Leaf from South Park.
Yeah.
You're a potato.
Hell yeah. You're a potato. You're a potato. Just a high potato being belligerent. I love it, dude. There's memes coming. All right, meme the shit out of that and get back to us.
I mean, you never know what's gonna run across my mind, man. I have pulled the car over before because something just influenced me to make a meme, and I had to make that meme.
That's hilarious.
I think memes are powerful in their own sense.
They are, dude.
I think they helped get us to the point we are today, man, where we're here talking about this kind of stuff. Like,
absolutely.
I was just a dude making cool pictures that people liked and laughed at. Now here we are having fun, talking about wild things on the weekend. So,
and we have another episode tomorrow night, guys, of not this show, but of Makes You Think. So tune in tomorrow night at the same time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Thanks for tuning into the early show. And I will ask whether you drink your own urine, use coffee enemas, are a fruitarian or a carnivore, or take hay baths, or whatever you do for your health, share it with us and let us know your favorite things, what you do, your routines, what you've tried, what didn't work, what you don't like, whatever. I want to hear it all. So you could do that over on the Social Red Pill, socialredpill.com. You could also join the chat after the show, which will be in maybe about 45 minutes. Well, it's open now on the Social Red Pill. If you want to go there, go to events and go into the chat. I'll repost it again in a little while. Jimbob, you're welcome to join as well. Excuse me. And we're just going to hang out and chat. Yeah, let us know the healthy stuff, the real good things. I know you guys are all healthy people, and I love to hear it. I love to try things and learn and appreciate it. So you can join us if you're interested on Social Red Pill, www.socialredpill.com. Get ready for the rest of the following weeks ahead of us. Josh has a lot of wonderful guests lined up for the next few weeks for Conversations on the Fringe, so look forward to those. And we look forward to seeing you guys during the week next week for Morning Coffee and the Daily Dose. And of course, please visit unconstitutionalawakening.com to listen to Jimbob's podcast and join that community. Sign up, do all those things, say hello, follow him on Facebook, follow him on TikTok, find him on Rumble.
I'm hiding out on Instagram too. You got to be careful over there.
Get one, dude.
Well, no, I mean I have one, and apparently,
you
I've been. And every time I make a comment, somebody's like, "You're kind of being mean." I'm like, "No, I'm just being honest." Like, what?
You're the least mean person. If you're mean, then I don't know what I am. But
right? Like, I don't know, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for joining me once again, you guys. That's unconstitutionalawakening.com to find Jimbob, y'all.
Yeah, man, you can find me and all my awesome co-hosts. Like, there's some great people over there doing things with me, like Vince is doing over here with everybody else too, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get together with you guys, and
you got to come back.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully,
you come back for Spooky Month in costume, bro, before the month.
If I could work something out, I'm down. Is that
you guys can. There's already been some good costumes come through the mix in the past couple of weeks, past week
cool.
or so.
I want to try to do like some elaborate face paint or like something cool like that.
I don't know. I've got some stuff planned for the rest of the month like that. Maybe one of our episodes and one of the other episodes might intercross. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, I'll be in the same costume.
Okay, that's totally cool.
What I'm saying? Yeah. That way you can see. Because I'm gonna keep costumes the rest of the month. There's no telling what I'm gonna be wearing tomorrow night. So I won't keep it on the low till we get there.
I can't wait, dude. It's so fun. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later on the Social Red Pill. Thank you, Vader. Thank you, Grandma Revolt. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in from across the internet, especially Facebook. I don't forget about you guys, all right? We love you all, and thanks for the audio listeners as well. We love to hear your feedback, so leave your comments, leave your plus signs, your thumbs ups, your hearts, your shares, all that. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Take care. Godspeed.